In another section of the guide, we talked about user catch versus CPU catch. Now, whenever I run vertical routes, a lot of times I like to take control of the receiver, especially when I run go routes, fade routes, and stuff like that. The reason is because I feel like I can get my receiver in better position to make the catch than what the CPU can. Now, a good example of that would be this one right here, which is called ace-slot-4verticals. You notice the split in on the left. He's the X receiver is running a go route. For this video breakdown, I'm going to go ahead and show you something that I like to do to make the catch myself. Now, what I'm going to do in here initially is I'm just going to let the CPU try to make the grab. And you can see right now that a lot of times this is what winds up happening. Either the ball winds up getting picked off or it winds up being incomplete, where maybe the cornerback winds up knocking it down. I'm telling you right now, also, if you're playing against a human and he's got any kind of decent stick control, he's going to probably pick that pass off. Now, what we're going to do this time is we're actually going to go ahead and take control of the receiver and see if we can make the grab here. And what I like to do is do this. And you just saw what I did is I went ahead and took control of that receiver and I had him go towards the sideline to make the grab, and then I brought him back. Let's go ahead and look at it, and I'll kind of explain that what I'm doing here. So what we're going to do here is initially is I just want to show you first the quarterback as he drops back. When I make that throw, I'm going to throw it hard left to the 9 o'clock position. The reason I want to throw it to the 9 o'clock position is because I want to lead my receiver towards the sideline. So that's what I'm doing right there. All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this guy right here, which happens to be our split in, and that's the receiver that I'm in control of. So while the ball's up in the air, I go ahead and can take control of him, and then what I want to do is run him towards the sideline, such as what you're seeing on your screen right there. Then I want to bring him back. And ideally, what I'm trying to do is get him so he's in front of in this case, it's going to be the right cornerback. And then I'm going to hit the Y button as the ball's coming down. And I'm going to jump up. A lot of times, this kind of looks like a little bit like the jetpack animation that we're all used to custom seeing over the years. And then what I'm going to do is go up and make that snag, and then I'm going to head up the field if I can. In this case, I want to be in tackle after I make the catch, but I still wind up completing it about, what, 25, maybe more, actually more than that, about 35 yards down the field. So this is something that you guys can take a look at. Hopefully, that'll improve your way as far as trying to throw that ball deep down the field. Rather than letting the CPU do it, you're better off taking control of the receiver and making a grab yourself. And this is a good example of this. And this is actually fairly easy to pull off as far as stick control goes. You don't have to have a lot of stick control to pull this one off. And guys, right now I'm 41 now, so I'm losing it a little bit. I'm getting slower and slower every year, but I'm still able to make these grabs. So if you guys are my age, you guys probably can do it yourself. So take a look at this one. Hopefully this will give you an idea of a way to go ahead and use your catch deep down the field. This one's called ace-slot-4verticals.